refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, keep on running toes. They gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
I've been sad doing this.
I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm ready to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. Excited about today's episode. It's Friday. We got football week 4 coming up. Big trade. Dame Lillard moved to the Bucks, not Miami. What? We all thought he was going to Miami. No, he went to Milwaukee, the opposite side of the United States. But look, y'all, before we get into these topics, I got two of my bros with me. We had a fire boxing episode yesterday hosted by Tomo. Shout out to Fast Camp. Shout out to Tony. I mean, sorry, he is Tony, right? Shout out to Fast Cam, shout out to Ricky, and shout out to my man Ty. Straight to the point, Ty. But I got my bros, Davey Dollars, undefeated bang bang out of the game. And we got Mr. You Done Son, Mr. 2-1. Tomo, how y'all doing, fellas?
2-1, you're done, son. I see what you did there. But hey, if you're not in the chats, man, I don't think Dave's shouting 3-0 the same way he was a couple of days ago. Playing that guitar. But no, I'm feeling good, man. Go ahead, Dave. Tell the people what you got on your mind, man.
Hey, I got a lot on my mind today. I can't wait to talk about these topics. I'm excited for today. I feel like it's going to be another great show. I'm glad to be back on the show with my bros. I know, me and Joe been gone for 2 days. The Tomo took over yesterday, so great job, Tomo, for the boxing episode yesterday. But like Joe said, we thought Dame, well, not we, but everyone thought Dame was going to go to Miami. San Francisco is 3-0 right now, but got some injuries coming up. So, but it's Friday. I'm still feeling good. It's sports. It's what happens. I'm excited. So go ahead, Tomo. Turn me up. It's Friday. Turn me up. Up. Let's get it, man.
Let's get it, like he said. So look, before we get started, make sure y'all like this video on 3 platforms. We are streaming this live on X, Facebook, and YouTube. So make sure you like it on all 3 platforms, share the video on all 3 platforms, and follow, subscribe on all 3 platforms if you haven't already. Use that comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting down throughout the show. Shout out to Ty in the comment section, Mark. Shout out to Vaughn, Carl. Listen, you see we throw them on the screen. We can see them. We're going to put them on the screen, respond if you got questions, right? Super chats get bumped up to the front. Every super chat gets responded to, right? Every super chat get recognized, all right? And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. We got a good one for y'all. Tomo, floor is yours.
And I just can't wait to be, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, Lions played last night. Come on now, the Lions played last night, man. They played the Packers on the Thursday night football. Typically, with the Thursday night football games, they don't be as entertaining. Well, if you're a Packers fan, it wasn't that entertaining. But as far as the score, they got over 20 points on both sides of the ball. Did they? Did they really? Some people say yes. 20 is just at the brink. They still can't drink, but they got 20. So we got to react to that. And some people had the Packers winning this division. Some people had the Lions winning this division. It's too early to puff your chest out. But if you're the coach for the Lions, you might want to do that now. But I'm not going first on this one. We're going to talk to the guy who picked the Packers. Joe.
Wrong way, Dave. I did it too. Like, look, man. So look, watching that game, Detroit O-line dominated. I mean, they was open up running lanes bigger than 495. It was crazy, right? It was, I mean, the first 2 touchdowns, they walked in the end zone. I could have scored on touchdowns, how they was blocking on that offensive line. So they did a good job. The D-line dominated also in the first half. Jordan Love didn't have no time in the pocket in the first half. Jordan Love was the reason why some of them sacks happened too. He held the ball too long, wasn't moving in the pocket. But look, Jordan Love in the first half, he looked horrible. He looked terrible. I mean, it looked good though. From the stance on the snap, right? He looked like, looking sweet. Got the right foot on the tippy toe. Got the left foot planted. He hiked the ball. He drops back, looking nice. He throws it, nice release. Until I see where the ball goes, I'm like, oh, that ain't Aaron Rodgers. You know, like Aaron Rodgers all the way up until the point he threw the ball, and then he more looking like Deshaun Watson week 1. So look, my thing is, so he was terrible the first half. They picked it up in the second half. I like what I saw in the second half. They looked like a whole different team in the second half. Played with more sense of urgency. He was more accurate and made more plays. But Detroit is running the show right now. They got the trenches down pat. They got the type of team that can get an early lead and run the ball, burn that clock out, and just maintain that lead. So, but I like what I saw from the Packers. But right now, Detroit's holding that crown in NFC North until proven otherwise.
Dave?
Yeah. So I actually didn't pick either one of these teams to win the division. I picked the Vikings.
Bruh, what is that?
And they are 0-3 right
You
now.
don't want me, man.
So it's not that looking too good for my prediction. But the Lions look very serious right now. 3-1 on the season. They take sole possession of first place in the NFC North. Jared Goff did throw a pick in the beginning of the game, but recovered and played well for the rest of the game. But shout out to Ty Montgomery, coming back off of injury and scored 3 touchdowns last night. This is one of the reasons why when they drafted Jahmyr Gibbs, I was questioning about this. I was like, okay, you got Ty Montgomery. Why would you draft Jahmyr Gibbs in the first round, knowing that you already have a really good running back there? And for one, how many times did you really see Jahmyr Gibbs out there on the field?
He was out there.
Okay.
Yeah, but the majority of the carries went to Ty Montgomery.
Oh yeah, he RB1.
So my thing is, why would you draft the running back in the first round and he's not even RB1?
And then they could have had. Never mind.
Exactly. Yeah. I know. Could have had something. You could have had a player that the Eagles have that they shouldn't have. But
would have saved me some time.
Yeah, my goodness. But overall, this I only really saw the highlights of this game because I was busy working. But man, David, shout out to Ty Montgomery. Did his thing. Lions are 3-1. Go ahead, Tomo.
Off rip. The first thing I said was I looked at that Saints game last week, and I said, man, the Packers are having a scoring drought.
I got his name wrong. Sorry, David Montgomery.
Okay. And I was like, man, they had a scoring drought last week. They didn't score no points until Derek Carr got hurt. It was like literally over all the way up into the fourth quarter. That's when they scored all 8 points against the Saints. 44 attempts from Jordan Love. 159 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That was last week. So I'm thinking, Sunday happens. You watch the film, you bounce back, but it is a Thursday night, so you kind of got to ramp it up. You can't dwell on that. And then boom, they come right back Thursday night and do the same exact thing. They start off slow again. And I was like, what is going on here? Is it the offensive line? Is it the defense? Is it the wide receivers? And then I was like, you know what? Maybe it's that unnecessary. It's not really a rookie wall. Would it say a sophomore slump? I can't tell what it is because he just like ran smack into what we call the Detroit Lions, because that's really what it was. That F-150, the Ford, that Raptor, you set it up on some dually trucks. It's probably an F-350 the way they was running out there. They have the identity of the 1990s where you run the ball and you play defense, you win games. That's exactly what the Lions are. And going up against a young quarterback who's still trying to find his way in this league, it was perfect timing. It was divine intervention for him. And that's just what it was. Montgomery bouncing back. saying, you know what, Chicago, y'all don't want me. I'm gonna land right here in Detroit because it is so cold in the D, and I'm gonna go get me not one, not two, but 3 TDs. I think he had 4, but the count may be off. So for me, that's what I learned more so about. The Lions are going crazy right now. Dave.
Just some breaking news in baseball. Gabe Kapler is out as the manager of the San Francisco Giants.
Yeah, it's part of this because it's manager firing season. Season winding down.
Trash bags.
Yep. In them lockers.
What's going on? But yeah, that's just more so my take from it, that the Lions they doing what they need to do, and technically they may be the kings of this division because Minnesota is starting off very slow, very slow.
Are they?
Man.
Yes, they are. Yeah,
But
they are.
speaking of divine intervention in the right time, ain't nothing I want more. Ain't nothing I want more. But that ain't what Pat Riley said. So the Bucks late Wednesday, they made a trade. You know, everyone's talking about the NFL this, NFL that. Dame said, "Nah, it's time for me to get on the plane and get out of here." So a trade comes through. Of course, you know who had to bear the bad news to the chats. Davey Schefter. We got Dame Lillard get traded to the Bucks. We got Ayton, Cameron, Drew Holiday, a first-round pick, 2 first-round swaps, all going to the Trailblazers. But the Suns is like, hey, we want to get in on this too. 3-team trade. They get Grayson Allen, Keon Johnson, Nazir Little, and Nurkic. So they swapped centers.
It's good.
Which is a good move for Bradley Beal, because trust me, I was watching them Suns. But this is not a trade that I need to talk too much about. This is more so for Dave. Dave, should the Bucks be the favorites to win it all now that they have Dame?
They should definitely be the favorites in the East to make it to the NBA Finals. Because of what they already have, and remember, just a few years ago, they were okay. Hold up, we have a super chat.
You gotta wait for the hold up, Dave.
My bad. I just saw it, so I had to. Shout out to Vaughn, $4.99 super chat, also superstar member. Hashtag Steeler Nation is here atop of the AFC North. Shout out to R12. The takeover is real. Hashtag silence. Silence Haymark. Hashtag Hope Howell survives. Hashtag Parlay Round. Hashtag TJ Watt DPOI.
Defensive player of the year, in case you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Shout out
But
to
yeah,
Vaughn.
back to the to what I was saying. So yeah, they should without a doubt be the favorites in the East. Philly has not made a move yet this offseason to really do anything to improve their roster. As far as James Harden still being on there, they were doing whatever they can to get him out, but he's still there at the moment. Boston did make some moves, but they also lost some players. Grant Williams is gone. They still have a situation going on with the player that's there still right now. On the point guard, I can't remember his name right now. Michael Brogdon. They still have an issue with him. He does not necessarily want to be there, so we're going to see what happens with that. Then you have Cleveland, who was a top 4 seed last year, but I don't think anyone thinks that they're going to be able to beat Milwaukee, Boston right now. So I would say Milwaukee is definitely the favorite to come out the East. To win it all, I think it all depends on who makes it to the finals. Because if the Suns get there, then that's a good matchup. Because they have the same amount of good stars there with Beal, KD, and D Book. So we'll see how that happens if they are able to get to the finals. And then, most people might not say this, but the Lakers did improve their roster, so we can see what happens with them. This is the Kings, second season under Mike Brown. They didn't make it out of the first round, but they could make some improvements this year. They did just sign JaVale McGee. So we'll see what happens with that. That helps with them with the post defense.
Light the beam.
But I kind of wanted to talk about this trade a little bit as well, because a lot of people are thinking that Pat Riley didn't do his best to get this done. So that's false. That was my thoughts when I first found this out as well, is that Pat Riley didn't do enough.
False accusation.
So Pat Riley actually offered 3 players, Tyler Hero, Jaime Jaquez, and Nikola Jovic, along with 3 first-round picks,
Whoa.
and multiple second-round picks, along with some pick swaps in order to get Dame. And they tried to get other teams involved in this deal as well, including the Phoenix Suns, the Brooklyn Nets, and there was another team that was involved. But Joe Cronin, the Blazers GM, did not want to deal with Dame to Miami at all. He wanted either Jimmy or Bam and nothing else. You know, at first he said that he wanted players along with picks. Then he changed it to say he wanted Jimmy or Bam. And when Miami said no, he did not pick up the call when Miami upped their offers. So I'm not putting this on Pat Riley because he put out everything he could. And plain and simple. I mean, Dame is with the Bucks now. He's with a great team, so he has an opportunity to win. So, do you think, Dame?
So for me, you know, I looked at it and said favorites. When you think about favorites, you know, you got your favorite snack, you got your favorite movie, you got your favorite TV show, you got your favorite. Some people, I don't know what type of life you live. You may have your favorite person you want to talk to all the time. You know what I mean? And for me, the Bucks should be the favorites if you're looking at it like that, because in the NBA, when you got Dame, Giannis, his brothers, Chris Middleton,
His brothers, come on.
in the East, what can really go wrong? You got Philadelphia handling their in-house quorum. I really don't know what's going on there. Like every day we're talking about how maybe James Harden wants to be there. Sometimes he don't. He might get fat. He might lose weight. We don't know. Then you go up to Boston and you're like, well, Jason Tatum, is he really that guy? Jaylen Brown just got his money. Then you think about the Brogdon situation. They did get the unicorn, but is he going to play another full season? Because now there's expectations. When you with the Wizards, there's no expectations. So you can drop 30 a game. But when you with the Celtics, they need you to drop that 30. So, you know, the stress may get a little different. Then you go down south, you think about Miami, who really made it to the finals with practically no one on their team. The defense is still there. So you can't really overlook them because they'll find a way to get there. Then you got Paolo, who's top 5 in Orlando. So the East is real crazy. But for me, it's more so, yes, they are the favorites. And I'm just happy for Dame at the end of the day. They had to push him out the door. And I just want to hear him say this quote one time after he makes a 3.
You know what I'm here for.
Because that's what he there for. He there to help close out the games when Giannis is getting double teamed and he can't find himself, or Chris Middleton is in and out the lineup. So I'm not saying the Bucks will win it all, but yes, they are a favorite. Yeah.
I want to give a round of applause to the Blazers GM. All right. Round of applause, my man. They ain't want to trade it in Miami. Dave, I try to tell you, bro, you ain't got no assets. I try to tell you.
No. You're not about to say we don't have assets. I said we have assets. We don't have the best. We have assets, but we don't have the best. That's not.
That's not what they want. That's my point. I mean, we all got assets, but isn't it enough for a Dame trade?
Go ahead.
That's my point.
All right.
So, yeah, that's why they was like, y'all give me Bam or Jimmy Butler or something, because y'all ain't give me enough. That's basically what he said. So, but they did it right. They did it right by Dame. That's what I like about this trade. Dame went somewhere where he can win right now. I always thought he was better as a Robin for an NBA title versus a Batman, especially in today's league. I didn't think he could lead a team to a fight. If he went to Miami, I didn't think Miami was gonna win. All right, but are they the favorites? No.
You sure about that?
I'm not picking the Bucks right now over the Dame trade. I mean, how many trades we seen recently and they won a championship? How many times that happened? I mean, we saw LeBron and AD. They were the 2 best players in the league that year. Steph didn't play that year. KD didn't play that year. I mean, and Kawhi, when he went to Toronto, didn't KD get hurt? Was he out? So, I mean, you telling me that somebody going to be drafted? Joker's getting hurt? You tell me that? Is he getting hurt? Is Tatum and them getting hurt too? That's going to happen? Because I'm still rolling with Boston in the East. Think about the East. Think about this, y'all. See, last year I said all year that Boston was better than Milwaukee. And everybody was like, Joe, you tripping. Milwaukee the best team in the East. And the reason why I picked Boston is because the Bucks don't have perimeter defense. They don't. They perimeter defenders are Middleton, who's aging, and Jrue Holiday. And who they just get rid of? Jrue Holiday. A big piece of that defensive puzzle they had. Now, am I saying Drew Holiday was better fit for them? No, they are definitely better with Dame Lillard. All right, let me get that out of the way. But when we come to Boston, who's gonna guard Tatum? Who's gonna guard Jaylen Brown? Who? Right? And now we talking about Boston, talking about getting Drew Holiday too. So I got them being, and then on top of that, y'all, I think we all missing this point. They got a first-time head coach. First-time head coach. We saw Boston last year struggle in situations, especially against Miami and Philly, because of lack of coaching, not calling timeout on the right time, not doing this, not doing that. And that's exactly Boston, not Boston. The Bucks are gonna have a lot of growing pains coaching wise because this is first time coaching. All right. So if I had to pick a favorite, it would be coming out the West. But as far as the East, like I still think the Nuggets should be favored to win the whole thing. I don't know why they keep getting disrespected. But as far as the East, I'm picking Boston.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. But you stuck though.
You stuck in the
I
desert.
just wanted to make sure y'all knew I was stuck. All right. I gotta come right back. My laptop wilding right now. Nothing.
What you say?
Nothing. All right.
We can hear you though.
Oh, y'all can hear me? Yeah, I gotta come back. My laptop frozen.
Yup, this was me 2 years ago. That's you right now. You know, when the video stopped, he's like, yup.
That's facts. That's facts. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we could just go ahead and transition to the next one. Or unless you want to continue to talk about this until he comes back.
No, let's get it. We can go to the next one. Let's get it.
So now we move to the AFC North. Yeah, we just talked about NFC now, but now we talking about the AFC North. You know, the Northlings. They have a battle coming up between the Ravens and the Browns. Now we know the Browns already have a loss in the division, but they also have a win in the division. The Ravens just came off of an upsetting loss to the Colts on Sunday, who most people did not expect that to happen, but it definitely happened. So now, with this matchup coming up on Sunday, who will have the better day? Will it be Lamar Jackson or will it be Myles Garrett and that number one defense in Cleveland?
They number one? They are number one. They are.
The number one overall defense in Cleveland right now.
That. You were stuck in the desert, man.
As soon as I said something about the Celtics, man, as soon as I said it just froze.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. All right.
And for this, Tomo, you go first.
I know that's crazy. I had it where I was gonna go first too. I was like, look at the timing. But I'm picking Lamar now, man. It's upsetting me and my homeboys that the Ravens keep getting hurt like this. Like the flock is going down. We got 5 flocking years, but they keep flocking out. So, and they need to bounce back off of that game. So look at it like this: Lamar Jackson is 6-3 against the Cleveland Browns, but this is the first time we're actually gonna see him go up against. Hold up, y'all making. I thought I froze again, man. I can't scare me like that. I'm feeling like the Ravens training staff, man. The way y'all was looking right now, man. But 6-3 against the Browns, right? So he also hasn't played up against another quarterback like this. We've seen Deshaun Watson bounce back from them 2 ugly games. He did look decent last week. Meanwhile, the Ravens was flocking themselves up against the Colts. All them missed penalties, and you could say it was a holding here or a missed PI there, but he still owns the title as far as when you just have, it's just a mental thing. The Browns defense has also gotten better. And with, of course, those injuries, is Zay Flowers playing? I don't think Zay going to play. So right now I'm going off of all pure Baltimore pride and picking that the Ravens are going to win this game, but I can see the Browns with the upset. So for me, I think Lamar Jackson is going to have the better day, but the Ravens defense, they're not going to be there. But the Cleveland's defense is going to give them it's going to be a long day for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I said Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is playing. Odell.
Oh, he is?
Odell and the other receiver is not playing.
It came down to the actual rookie receiver who's going to be there for the long term. But yeah, I'm riding with Lamar and them, man, on this one. He's going to have the better day.
Mm-hmm.
Dave.
On Dave? Okay.
Yeah.
For me, I kind of sort of agree with you, Tomo, about who's going to have the better day. Kind of, sort of. I don't think Lamar's going to struggle much, but I do think that defense overall is going to stop them from doing what they want to do to be able to win this game. I think with them having all of those receivers out, and then I think Justice Hill, I believe he's playing, but he's not 100%. I think that may hurt them. So I think they will struggle, but I do think the Ravens win this game.
Mm-hmm. All right. So look, I believe Lamar will struggle this game. So as far as the matchup between Lamar and the Browns, I'm picking the Browns defense, right, to outplay Lamar this game. The Browns allowing 160 yards and change per game so far. They're allowing 52 rushing yards a game. And we all know the Ravens are a rush first team. So, but they have injuries. They got injuries on the O-line. They have 2 injuries on the O-line. They're missing 2 of their receivers. They're missing Mark Andrews playing with an injury. He's still playing, though. You know, they already missing Dobbins, even though that don't really matter for real. They're run by a committee type team. But they hurt. I mean, they hurt. And it's a good defense. Like I saw them against Pittsburgh. I'm like, yo, this defense is legit. You know, I saw them against, the Bengals, but we all know the issue with them. So, but I'm picking the Ravens to win this game all together because the Ravens defense is gonna step up this game. This is gonna be the game when the Ravens defense is gonna win this game. Deshaun Watson is going to struggle this game. He will, So I expect a lot of field goals. So if you, from my fantasy users, you might want to pick one of these kickers, especially the Browns. You want to pick one of these kickers because there's going to be a lot of field goals in this game. But I'm going to roll with the Ravens to win, but I'm going to roll with the defense of the Browns to outdo Lamar.
Yeah, these are all the players that are out or questionable in the game. Marlon Humphrey's out. David Ajabo's out. Rashad Bateman, OBJ is out. Ronnie Stanley is out. And then questionable, you got Kyle Hamilton, Tyler Linderbaum, and Marcus Williams.
Yeah, I think all 3 of them are going to pay. So Kyle Hamilton going to be on the Deshaun line. He going to have that man rolling out every play.
Lamar got a 95.5 passer rating against the Browns.
But he also threw 4 interceptions in
against
one
the Browns or against the Ravens?
Against the Browns.
You said what's his passer rating?
Lamar. Yeah, Lamar.
What's his passer rating?
Out of those 9 games, he have a 95.5% passer rating.
And it's funny. One game he threw 4 interceptions and they still won.
I'm just saying that defense. Most of them people been there from that defense, so it's not. Mm-hmm. It's not really. This is a good question because it can go either way.
Yeah, it's Lamar.
As long as Myles Garrett ain't doing like this at the O-line, Lamar be all right.
No, that defense is real though. I'm not even gonna lie.
Nah, they are definitely slept on unless you like actually bring them up. But see, that's why y'all got us here. Now you want to know what's really gonna be funny, right? We gotta talk about Dirty Purdy. Are we really? Are the 49ers are 14-point favorites? You taking the over or the under? I'm not gonna say too much about it because I'm gonna go last. Dave, what you think?
I'll take the under.
The under?
Yes, take the under. I wouldn't take the over. That's just me personally. I take the under. We're not winning by more than 14. We may win by 10, but we're not winning by 14 or more. That defense for Arizona is good.
I know.
So that defense is good. But we also have injuries that are coming up in this game as well. That's important for our offense. Elijah Mitchell is questionable right now. Juwan Jennings is doubtful, which means he's not going to be in the game. Debo is also questionable as well. So those are some injuries that could definitely hinder what we want to do offensively, especially when we have Debo and Juwan Jennings out. So I say we win by 10, but I don't think 14. I don't think we're going to hit that mark.
Joe?
I knew it. I wrote right in my notes. I knew Dave was going to play the Hummer route. I literally put that in my notes.
I wasn't before I saw these injuries. I was not. I was going to say take the over, but until I saw the injuries, that changed everything.
Dave, with the injuries, there's nothing about the Cardinals better than y'all. They ain't got the better back end than y'all because Buda Baker not playing. They ain't got the better back in it. The DBs in y'all. They don't have better linebackers in y'all. They don't have better D lines in y'all. Better running backs. Better quarterback. Better. I mean, you taking Josh Dowd? You taking Brock Purdy?
Let him cook.
I mean, they got the receivers. I don't care if Brandon Ayuk don't play. I don't care if Debo don't play. I'm still taking y'all receivers. So,
Let him cook now.
And the coaching stuff, it's gonna be a blowout.
Let him
It's gonna
cook.
be a blowout. It's not gonna be close. You telling me y'all put up 31 points on Pittsburgh? We saw that defense, right? 31 points on Pittsburgh, and they only score what? My bad, Jerron. And they all play the Giants. I'm not his dude. No, he on point with them hand moving like. So I'm picking y'all to definitely go over 14. If anything, I might add a spread do 21. Y'all blowing them out, bro. It's not gonna be close.
You want to know what's the difference between the 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys? The way they're going to beat the Cardinals. I'm taking it over. Taking it over. We call them 30 Purdy for a reason. I know that's your team. I know you want to be humble. Look, hey, I ate crow before. I eat crow again. If y'all don't do it, if y'all get 29 points, it is what it is. Matter of fact, no, he said over 14. If y'all get 15, still take the over. But y'all getting 30. Like TJ Watt is not on the. I should be the last person to talk about the Cardinals defense up here out of all of us. I should be the last one. But at the end of the day, your team actually shows up when it's time to show up. My team let me down, so I'm gonna talk bad about them until next week. When it's time to show up, Purdy is there. The Steelers, TJ Watt, like come on, man. He tackled tacos and he tackled hot dogs. But at the end of the day, y'all still put up 30 on him. you flip it like Gannon knows some things, but I don't think he's ready for that NFC West the way he went up against that NFC East. All right, so
I think that game would be different if we were playing the Steelers right now. That was week 1. I think so. I don't think so.
It's week 1. I can see that.
I think so.
How many points you think they scored?
I still say we win, but I don't think we will win by 23 points.
Now you about to make me look up the game now, Dave. See, I ain't want to have to do this.
Okay, a week 3 Cardinals versus a week 1.
They get 14. They get 14. You still get 30. Like it don't matter. Then you went up against the Rams. Of course, I mean they showed up a little bit, but division game still put up. They showed up, but guess how many points did you score? 30.
I mean, we technically won a game by 10, but they got to feel good at the end to make it closer than what it was.
30. Daniel Jones. Do I need to say any more? 30 again. Look, some teams actually just wake up and want to play the Cowboys, and that's just what happened with the Cardinals. But at the end of the day, to me, I say the 49ers are the best team, one of the best teams in the NFL right now. So I got y'all putting up. I'm not even worried about the 14 points. Yeah, I got 30. I'm counting. Until he showed me otherwise, 30 Purdy is a thing.
Man, Daniel Jones scored. It was down by 20 in one half. Y'all not gonna win by 14 points?
Emotional damage.
Come on,
man. Yeah. I told y'all this season is no different from how it was last season to me. It's the regular season. I don't until I see a consistency.
You know what else is consistent?
Y'all have been consistent. My bad, Tom.
No, you're right. You're right.
I mean, y'all only won like 10 games in a row last year with Brock Purdy. He's only undefeated.
Yeah, but I didn't say. You make it seem like I said we was gonna lose this game. But I didn't say we was gonna lose.
By 14 days. What last close game y'all had since Brock Purdy been in the lineup? The Cowboys. That was it.
And the Rams just now.
Was that how many points I went by? How many points I went by, Tom?
We won by 7. We won by a touchdown.
Could they get the field goal at the end of the game? That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. But the Rams, but look, they got Josh Dowd. They ain't got no Matthew Stafford. Or was that
like I said, Dave, I mean, Joe, I would be with you, but I can't say too much. Josh Dobbs look like Peyton Manning, all right? So
he was looking like Jalen Hurts at that joint when he was running the ball.
I wouldn't go that far now. All right. I wouldn't go that far. You had to go there. Like you could have said the Michael Vick experience or anything like that. You had to say Hurts, man. Let's go to commercial.
Because some people he did go.
Wow.
Go ahead, continue.
Let's do it, Joe. Chill.
I said it's
chill,
commercial time. It's
chill.
commercial time. We gotta go to a commercial break, man. We gotta reset. I gotta reset my connection and everything. I gotta make sure I ain't making no crazy faces. So
Let's get it.
y'all stick around. Hit that like button. We be right back.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri. This is Ed Han.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running. Toes they gon' take them.
Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
And just like that, we're back. For everyone who thought we really left. Oh, Joe, man, the commercial break, man, everybody's loving it. I'm hearing great things about it.
Let's get it.
I said, man, I feel like I'm watching a real network now, man. I was like, wait. You saying you weren't feeling like that before? Hold on. Mm-hmm.
Disrespectful.
Like, man, I appreciate it, but hold on now. We got FFC, BWT, CTC. Now we got to talk about FJA. See what I did there? Man, we got to talk about these Dolphins. We got to talk about these Bills versus these Dolphins, man. We talking about people who putting up 70 points, 80 points, 40 points, 50 points. Who will have a better game? Will it be Tua or Josh Allen? Joe?
Josh Allen.
I knew it.
Going Josh Allen. I do think the Dolphins will win this game. I don't know. Bills might win this game. I haven't made my pick yet. But you know what? I'm picking the Bills to win this game. So, but the Dolphins might win. But either way, of the result of the game, I think Josh Allen will have a better game than Tua. I like the Buffalo Bills defense is pass. What's what I'm looking for? They're more so of a pass defense versus a run defense. Their linebackers are really good in the passing game. So it's going to give Tua problems, I believe. Not problems, but he's not going to be throwing no 400 yards on the Bills, you know. But I think Josh Allen have a really good game. I mean, Josh Allen, since that Week 1 Jets game, been playing crazy. You know, I mean, he's only against the Raiders and the Commanders, I guess, but it's still the Dolphins still don't have Jalen Ramsey. They still allowing points on defense. I mean, the Patriots were able to move the ball on them. Then you look at Week 1, I mean, that's the Chargers. I mean, Justin Herbert only leading the league in completion percentage, but some people think he tried. Anyways, I'm picking Josh Allen to have a better game than Tua, and the Bills to win this game. So,
who has Mike McDaniels as a head coach and a play caller?
Tua.
mm-hmm.
Who just put up 70?
Tua.
Oh, he left. Oh, they setting us up today. They're setting us up today, man.
I don't know what happened. That's crazy.
Man. So for me, I'm gonna say Tua is gonna have the better day. This game is in Buffalo, right? Both of these teams are coming off of like great performances. One was outstanding, but for the Bills, it was more so a medicine game. I think I said that last week. You know, they had to find some get right. And sorry, Joe. The Common Modes was just that team to help them get right. I need to trademark that.
The Raiders got them right.
You sure?
Yeah. Draw 31.
I think it was the Common Modes, but we're not gonna say too much. But did the Dolphins leave all their points in Miami? Did the Common Modes really help the Bills bounce back? We really actually gonna find out on Sunday. I'm picking Tua because of that offense. The offense is literally averaging close to 40 miles per hour. I know they say I think this is a bad game for my boy to come back too, DeMar Hamlin, because you're going up against some speed. Like this is not one of them games where you can like find yourself and figure out where you need to be at because the pace in which they gonna throw the ball around, man, is gonna be crazy. But yeah, I'm picking Tua, and maybe Josh Allen can keep up with him.
I'm picking Tua. I think Tua has the better game. He has his second best receiver returning this game in Jalen Waddle. I think that's going to help him out a lot with Raheem Mostert back there. I think that helps his offense out. The Bills do have their starting safety Jordan Poyer out for the game. He will not be playing. But DeMar Hamlin will be making his season debut, and he will be out there. We all know what happened to DeMar Hamlin last season, so it's great to see that he's healthy and back on the field. So, welcome back, DeMar. Glad you're able to be out there. But it's going to come in a loss. I believe the Dolphins win this game, and I believe Tua throws for over 300 yards and about 3 touchdowns in this game. He has a good game, and that's not to say that Josh Allen won't have a good game as well, but I just think that Tua is going to have the better game and that the Dolphins are going to come out on top.
I honestly think the Dolphins win. Most are going to have a good game.
I mean, Waddle coming back too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Waddle trying to get in on some of that funny. Like, man, can I put up 60? Hey, come on.
I don't see that happening.
No, I'm just saying he just want to be a part of the offensive air raid.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't playing the horses. Yeah,
you're right. They're playing the Buffaloes.
Mm-hmm.
They might look like water buffaloes. You know what the Dolphins do when you in water. If you ain't watched Shark Week, they go up against some great whites. But
hey, Dolphins are the smartest animals in the sea.
Yeah, I don't think Tua gonna have a great. He's not gonna have a bad game, but he's not gonna have like a play of the week type game.
I don't know. It's gonna be good to see though, because this is
300 yards.
Technically, it's a measuring stick for both teams because now the Bills get to see if they actually are the team that they want to be, and the Dolphins get to show like, hey, I'm going up against a formidable playoff team, and that Sean Payton.
Yeah. Now the way it looks like the Bills defense is, capable of stopping that offense, but we don't know. I'm not sure if they can. So that's why I think Tua has a good game.
Yeah, and the Dolphins defense ain't no slouches now. Don't fall asleep.
It's not, but one of their best defenders, Jalen Phillips, is out for this game as well. So
I'm not gonna lie, I hope the Dolphins win. I want to see Dolphins do well. It's my bro's team, but gotta keep it real on the show.
Okay, we like that caveat you throwing there. Because right after that, I gotta kind of do the same thing with this next topic we talking about.
Oh man.
And some would say, is it gonna be a hunger strike on Sunday? Will Zeke get revenge with the win versus Dallas? No, because at the end of the day, that's his home. I'm gonna say no. The win is the revenge, because if they win and he don't do nothing, I don't think that's revenge on his part. I know Zeke wish we were kind of playing around Thanksgiving-esque so he could jump back in the Salvation Army thing. That would help. I know he's gonna be happy when he do his feed me and get the first down sign. Maybe if he get one of those. But for me, I'm gonna say no. Overall, it may be a slight win.
Is that supposed to be the Ravens?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I thought it was the Cardinals, but go ahead.
It looked bad down there. It looked bad down there. But after being drafted by this team in 2016, round 1, number 4 pick, some people say we should have got Jalen Ramsey. Some people were like, nah, we needed Zeke at the time. My man, first time All-Pro, second team All-Pro, 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time rushing leader. They ran him into the ground and then they said, get out of town. Do me a favor. Get out of here. So with all that success that you have there in Dallas, I think a win will be maybe just a small victory for him, but it's not the revenge that he's really looking for. If I'm Zeke, I'm trying to run over Dallas like I did that Cabo San. If I'm Zeke, Joe, no, actually Dave. Go ahead, Dave. Yeah. I want you to say something nice about the Cowboys.
You expecting that?
No.
I don't think Zeke has revenge in this game. I don't think he scores and nothing like that. I don't think he's going to be a big factor in this game, honestly. But I think the Cowboys do need to be on watch about this game because this is not an easy game whatsoever. Because that Patriots defense showed that they can stop some people. You saw how it was against the Dolphins. And you saw what the Dolphins did against the Broncos. And you saw what they did with the Eagles as well. That was a tough game. That was not an easy game at all. And then, of course, you saw what they did with the Jets. I mean, it's the Jets. They own them, so we should have expected that. But the Patriots is out to play. That defense is still very, very good. So I think that in order for Zeke to have the revenge, they not only have to win, but he has to play well. I don't expect him to get that much play time. That's just me. If he does, then that's good. But unless he scores and they win, I don't think it's a good revenge. I think the Cowboys win, but I don't think this is going to be a blowout or anything like that. I think it's going to be very close. The Cowboys may win this by 3.
As long as we win, take it away, Joe.
Tom, this is a big game for your fans. If y'all drop this game, that'll be 2 in a row. The 2 teams won by Joshua Dobbs and Mac Jones. So
I think Mac is better though.
Yeah, he is. Mac is better. I respect Mac. You know, a lot of people be going on him. So look, before the season started, I picked y'all to win this game. All right. Now it's tough because y'all are still thin at the offensive line. You know, I want to know that. Are y'all gonna be healthy at the offensive line? Because the Patriots can get to the quarterback.
Well, Tyron Smith is out, so that's a left tackle. They already said he out.
That's your left tackle too. Dang.
Judon. Yeah, Judon. But I'll let you finish. We can go into some more about what probably happens there.
Yeah, so that's what I'm worried about with y'all is y'all offensive line. The Patriots not get to the quarterback. You know, and then Mac Jones been playing well in the air this year so far. You know, the Patriots have been pretty good, decent in the air. And yeah, exactly. You know, Diggs not there. You know, like Diggs being there brings that turnover factor to y'all too. Also, you know, like turnovers are contagious. So Diggs not being there is just different. You know, I mean, you can tell against the Cardinals, y'all just look different. And Diggs was underrated, even though he was still respected. You know, so, but I'm gonna pick y'all because I do think y'all gonna force some turnovers. I'm gonna think y'all gonna force some turnovers. I'll put y'all in favor. Like, you don't like this. Put y'all in favor, but I really think it'll be a close game. Y'all might go to overtime, I'll tell you the truth. It might be a close game, but I got y'all winning this game and pulling it off and beating the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, based upon the offensive line, and I said this in the pre-show before we out on air, I was like, man, it's only week 4, and it feels like it's week 12 at the rate injuries are happening to everybody in the league, and just the stories. Like the script for this NFL season must have been injury plague. I don't know. Maybe because of the writer's strike, they were just like, we're going to make sure everybody hurt. I don't know. But that's what it's looking like. And again, hopefully they can figure something out. If we got Tyler Biadasz and Zach Martin, I think we okay. Last week, we literally had a whole preseason O-line out there. We had Tyler Smith finally came back for the first week, and then we had Udoga, and we had a rookie center, backup right guard. They did okay on the run, but the pass was ugly. So you can see why Dak was pressing. But again, you're going up against one of the greatest coaches in the NFL, and he don't play that. So that's why I don't really think Zeke, like Dave said, is going to be too much a part of this actual offense. Because at the end of the day, Belichick want to win. He's like, I ain't here for no revenge. I'm here to win. If you're helping me win, I'll keep you in. But other than that, if you ain't producing, you're going to be on the sideline. Mm-hmm. So I got us winning. It's going to be closer than what I thought it was. But if we smoke these boys' boots, it's going to get ugly. That's all I'm going to say.
I do think Zeke will score, though.
I think so too. I think he get a touchdown.
I don't think he does.
They get to the goal line. Where you at, Zeke? Come on. Talk him out.
I don't think so.
Well, that's just me. 4 times.
That's just me. I mean, if you're running him up the middle, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, you go to the outside, you might get lucky. Go to the left side. Don't go to the Marcus Lawrence.
Yeah, exactly, Kevo. He did.
He look good in Cabo. What y'all saying?
All right. You know what, Tom? I'm switching my pants.
Don't worry about it. It's your turn now. Yeah, it was all good. Look, look at him. Now we got to talk about the birds flying high. You know how we feel. Who wins, Eagles or Commanders? And it's business time. So Joe, take it away.
So look, before the season started, I had us winning against the Cardinals, winning against the Broncos, losing to the Bills, and beating the Eagles. All right, that's what I had before the season started, and I'm not glad, obviously, but how the season went so far. Us losing to the Bills, this game could not come any perfect timing. It's a perfect time for this game to come. So look, the Eagles, I respect them. They're a great team. Good quarterback with the right head on his shoulders. Got also the right calves too, and the right, them legs. That body. He Josh strong. All right. So good team, good offensive line, good defensive line. Coach is fiery. I respect them. Fans are crazy. I love it. 1-0 in Philly, by the way. So, but this is a good game for us, man. Division opponent. The way you beat the Eagles, I've been preaching this for the longest. The way you beat the Eagles is this: you don't give them the turnover battle. You win the turnover battle, and you don't have them with the lead early. Like, take the lead early and maintain the lead, because what the Eagles like to do is they get an early lead and then they run the ball, which they can. They can run the ball on probably anybody. They got Swift, a Swifty type running back. Literally, his name matches his the way he plays, right? And behind those big offensive linemen, I mean, not only that, when you got a center like Kelsey, I mean, like that's almost like guaranteed success at the O-line. So, and they like to take advantage of you, wear you down, whole time possession, don't put ball in harm's way. But when you get them behind, they get out of character and they throw the ball. So that's the game plan. Well, that's not. I didn't talk to the commander. You feel me, right? But
you sound like Eric right now.
Get the early lead. We might turn the ball over, but win the turnover battle. But get the early lead and let Jalen Hurts beat you in the air. So I think Brian Robinson going to be featured a lot more this game. Not going to say he's going to run the ball 50 times, right? But he will be featured a lot more than he has been so far this year. I think you will see the screen game get ramped up a little bit this game also. The screen game, all right, to keep those linemen disciplined in their rush. So EB going to mix it up. EB got a plan for these dudes. I know mentally the Eagles will be ready. I know mentally we will be ready. So I'm excited about this game. I'm going to be in the chat 24/7. Soon as the ball kick off. We got 1 o'clock too? Thank you, God. We play at 1 o'clock. Soon as the game kick off, I'm in that chat. I'm talking. And when the game is over, you're going to see Eagles fly. Literally. They're going to fly away. All right? So I can't wait to come on the show Monday. Well, Monday we're going to talk about it. But I know we're going to do a members-only video about this. I can't wait to do that. We might have to put that on actual air so the world can see it. But I'm very confident in this game. I don't think Sam Howell is going to outdo Jalen Hurts or nothing like that. But I do think he will make some key plays to erase the memory of everybody's mind what happened in Buffalo. So let's get it. Let's go Commanders.
Dave, how you feeling?
You made some really good points about what y'all need to do to win this game. And maybe this is recency bias for me, but I don't see that happening. I don't see a win happening Sunday against the Eagles. I don't.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Now, the Eagles are prone to turning the ball over. We saw what Hurts did last week. He threw 2 picks in that game against the Bucs. I think we all can agree. I don't know if we all can agree, but the Commanders' defense is good enough to create turnovers. This is Chase Young. I believe Kev has said this multiple times. This is his first time playing against Lane Johnson. So we're going to see that matchup in this game. I think that's going to be very important. If the Commanders are able to create multiple turnovers, if they're able to create 3 turnovers in this game, I believe they can win this game. I just don't know if that's going to be able to happen. I got the Eagles winning this game, and I don't know, that offensive line for the Commanders is what gives me no hope in the Commanders because Sam Howell is the most sacked quarterback in the quarterback this league so far in 3 weeks. He's been sacked 19 times in 3 weeks. Now, Joe, this is your team, so I'm pretty sure you said this multiple times on the show and in the chats that some of those sacks are not always the offensive line's fault. You said that Sam Howell has a problem with holding onto the ball. Jalen Carter, who's looking like the defensive rookie of the year, has been getting a lot of pressure this year so far. Hassan Reddick now has no cast in his hand, so he's looking to feast. He has no sacks so far this season, so we don't know if that is exactly going to happen or not. But I expect the Eagles defense to come ready, and I expect them to force some sacks and maybe force a couple turnovers, and I believe the Eagles win this game.
Man, let me do something because a lot of with the NFC East, you can always be ready to talk about some historical facts, right? So this rivalry began in 1934, back when y'all was in Boston, Joe, which is funny, right? Because the team was actually in Boston. Guess who lead the all-time record? The Commanders, 88-82, 6 ties, 3 Super Bowls. We know what the Eagles got 1. Out of that. So I say all that to say I'm picking the Eagles in this game because of the stat that Dave just so eloquently just said. 19 sacks in 3 weeks. We clearly see that the Eagles aren't sacking the quarterback as much, but that pressure can create turnovers. Watching that Bills game, that's what it was. The pressure was creating the turnovers. So I can see you all keeping it close early if you adapt to that screen game. I don't know how much the screen game is actually going to work because Gibson, with the fumbleitis issue that he has, hopefully he doesn't do that against the Eagles. But Robinson is the caliber running back that you all need. I would throw this out there though. Like I said, I'm picking the Eagles, but y'all should be in the talks for Jonathan Taylor. I don't want it to happen, but y'all should be. I know you saying but I'll break it down later off air. But I'm picking the Eagles just because of that. Last week against the Bills, and I seen how Sam Howell was looking against the pressure. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, them the only 2 names. Fletcher Cox. You know how I feel about Brandon Graham, so I ain't gotta say that name. But when that happens, man, is he gonna live up to it? So last week you said the Bills was a measuring stick. I don't really think so. Or was that the Corys? I think that was him. But either way, this game is a measuring stick because it's a division foe.
Now I will say that. Sorry, David. I will say this. Sam Howell wasn't turning the ball over because of the pressure. That's one thing I like about him. He will stand in that pocket, get hit, and throw the ball still. He's not going to rush to get the ball out because he's getting rushed. So I like that about him. So he's willing to take a hit. Now, the turnover he threw to Gibson, I would say because of pressure. But it also comes to the fact that you already threw 3 interceptions. And you're pressured to make a play now because you're down you're down in the 4th quarter and you've been playing horrible. So I think that was why he rushed that throw. I don't think it was because of the pressure. So, but he was pressured that play though. So bring him on. Look, Hassan right here. My man Howard looking right this. he ain't flinching. He ain't flinching. So he's not going to the rush is not going to dictate how he plays. That's what I'm saying. He might get sacked, he might not, but it's not going to say, because he's getting rushed, it's going to force him to turn. No.
It's in Philly, right?
Yeah, it's in Philly. I'll
say this. I have one thing to say. I'm glad you mentioned the Jonathan Taylor thing. I think what they should do, there is a right tackle that's out there who has not gotten signed yet. He passed his physical and everything, and the Bengals just cut him. I think the Commanders should go sign Lyle Collins. Go sign Lyle Collins and do whatever you can to help with that offensive line, and then see if you can make a trade for Jonathan Taylor. I think that helps with the offense.
Did you see Collins last year?
Yeah, he was hurt.
He was getting beat. That's what I saw. I don't think we're going to sign linemen. I think what we're going to that's why I don't like the Jonathan Taylor trade, because we got to give a draft pick for that. I think we're going to ride this year out, and then next year we're going to the next few years we're going to address the offensive line. That's what's going to happen.
The reason why I'm glad we here now. The reason why I threw out the Jonathan Taylor thing is because of Gibson. Like, I think where the league is going now with the 1-2 punches with running backs, he can help. I mean, Kareem Hunt is not out there anymore. That would have been nice. But there's an issue with Gibson, and he's taking
It
up a
is.
roster spot at this point.
But
So
I don't think
maybe I went a little too drastic at saying Jonathan Taylor, but y'all do need another running back.
Yeah.
So that's just
Okay.
me.
We did draft a running back too in the 4th round.
So who we got? We got Commanders, Eagles.
Oh yeah, you know, there's Commanders right here. Not become a Commander fan. I picked this win before the season started, and they're gonna get us at home. They're gonna get us back.
All right, well, let's get straight to these last words, man. You know, ain't too much to talk about. Ain't that right, Dave?
Let's get it. So look, man, I'm excited about this weekend football. A lot of good games. We got matchups. We got us, you know, in the chat. You got Commanders against like me, Mark versus Kevo, AJ, or me, Mark, and Jerry versus Kevo, AJ, and Blaze. And then you got Tomo, Worm, Big O versus Teddy and Jovan's a Patriots fan. You feel me? So we got some matchup. We got Tay versus Carl in the chat this week. So we got a lot of matchups this week in the chat. So it's gonna be some rumbling on Sunday. Like, it's gonna be crazy. And I think we all play at the same time. So y'all play at 4:00. But so I'm excited about this weekend. I really think we'll win this game. But we're gonna see what happens because I don't play. I don't play the game at the end of the day. I just watch. So Commanders, do me a solid and get this dub. But hashtag NBA season is coming. Hey, y'all, Tomo and Dave, we're going to reach for entertainment in the NBA season. I can't wait. Hashtag swipe up for MVP. Like the beat.
Yeah, you missing one Commanders fan. You forgot about the chorus.
The chorus is not in the R2L chat. I'm sorry.
Like the beat.
No disrespect, but we only recognize the R2L people. And he's not a member.
Tomo, you go ahead.
Shout out Tone. Tone is a member, Cowboy fan. He's a member. He's a Cowboy fan too. Shout out to Tone.
You say I can go?
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right. Well, first things first, man. Shout out to everyone that stayed. You know, this is the rush hour episode. You know, we're doing this during the rush hour. So if you're listening right now, hopefully we entertained you while you were sitting in traffic. One more thing is I want to say Monday is going to be a very, very interesting day. So again, if you've seen the commercials, become a member because you're gonna want to see the members only videos because it's only up from here. We got Commanders, Eagles, and Teddy even said he waiting to do one. So you got Patriots, Cowboys again. That means Tony. Tony might be on there too. So it's gonna be interesting, man. This is gonna be very, very interesting. So all I'm gonna say is, man, make sure you got your popcorn ready. Not saying that as a Cowboy fan because last time that happened we got killed. But make sure you got your popcorn ready and you got your best memes because it's gonna get ugly on Sunday.
Before I start mine, the Pacers have signed Alfred Payton.
Oh, it's ramping up.
So, I mean, it's the NBA offseason, so training camp is coming up, so a lot of players about to start getting signed. For my last words, I gotta have a talk with my guy Jovan. Jovan.
About the debate.
No, I like it's not the debate. It's something he said in the baseball chat. So you talked about some bright things that happened in the season for the Red Sox, Jovan, but you forgot to mention someone that you defended in that argument you had with Teddy. I don't understand how you can pick Devers, and I'm with you because I'm a Red Sox fan. You know, I picked Devers too. How can you pick Devers over Judge, but you don't mention him as a bright spot for this season? That looks like you don't really believe that Devers is better than Aaron Judge. You got to be consistent, my guy. Got to be consistent. Got to be. But other than that, I'm glad you did what you did. You did your thing on that debate. You know, you made me a believer. I was already a believer, but you made me even more of a believer. So I like what you did. But let's have a great football weekend. It's going to be exciting. We got some college football coming up this weekend as well. Shout out to the U. Shout out to Maryland, because, that's Tomo's team. They got a dub last week against Michigan State. Sorry, Carl. But and then the you know we 4-0 right now. You know we and then my boy Cam Kitchens is coming back pretty soon, so I can't wait for him to come back. You know, my guy was hurt after that game against Texas A&M, so he's coming back, and it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting. One thing though, I gotta say this. My last thing. It's the season is early. Last year, we started 1-2. The Bears were 2-1. The Chiefs lost to the Colts, and the Bengals started off 1-2. Don't worry about the records at this moment. When it comes to week 6, 7, and 8, that's when it really matters.
Sure.
Especially for us, because we here week 5.
Yep, we here week 5. So trust me. Right now, these records don't mean a thing. Week 6, week 7, that's when things start to ramp up. And week 6, we play the Browns. So Tay, I'll be waiting.
Let's get it. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today. And we'll see y'all next episode.
Church 4-0.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.